Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, we are going to start the work on the silver grey Ford KA. That one has been sitting outside for a while now. I've just been getting parts in and sort of looking at what we need to do. But we finally are going to jump on that today. Going to take off the rear end, the bumper, the light, the interior, get the carpet out, have a good look at that crash, because obviously we've got that, it is a Cat S, and it's that rear end quarter damage. Not a lot, but we need to strip it all back and have a good look at the inside and the outside, ready to go to the body shop and paint shop. Also, if we can, which I think we can, we've got enough time, is to start on the front end, on the engine side. So yeah, I think, well, I know that release bearing on the clutch is whining and squeaking and making a racket. So that's got to be changed. So I think we're going to be doing a clutch and the timing belt and the water pump and a full service on the engine side. But I want to do the rear end first. So let's get cracking. Really, really busy today. I've also got to take the Citroen C3, the white one. That's going to the paint shop, and I'm picking up a new project from Copart Rochford. So busy, busy, busy. Let's get cracking, guys. Let's do this. So yeah, like I said, this is going to the paint shop today. I did keep in the other Peugeot 207. That has been kept in the actual workshop last night, so that's all dried off, all solid, so that's good. So yeah, this is going to the paint shop. I've got to go and pick up a new project as well from Copart Rochford with the trailer, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to get cracking straight away with this. I'll set you up on the camera. We'll get this stripped down. So bumper off. We're going to have a look at the crash bar. I think it's okay, but we're going to check it. That's why I want to take the bumper off, take her up in the air, check the suspension, take out the interior as well. So all the carpet's got to come out. All this has got to come out, stripped down, to have a look at that corner in there. So that the body shop and the paint shop can obviously do their stuff. Once we've done that, then I'm going to spin the car around and then we're going to work on the engine side. So like I said, clutch, 3-part clutch, and timing belt, water pump and service. Now, really, I should just drop the engine out. It'll be a lot quicker just to get the engine out and, you know, put it back in place afterwards. But it's so fiddly taking an engine out on your own. So I'm just thinking about sort of supporting it and doing it the normal way I would normally do it on my own, with the jacks underneath supporting it, while the other side supported by the engine mounts. Anyway, I'll have a think about it. But for now, let me go off, pick up the new project, get back. I'll set you up on the camera and we'll get cracking straight away on this rear end. So yeah, a very, very busy day. So let's get on with it. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, there we go. All stripped down, apart from the inside, because there's no point getting to that inside, because all the damage is, let me get my torch. So so I can show you. It's all on the outside skin. I don't think any of the inside has been touched, or you can't get to it, because obviously you've got this tub here, and all that is absolutely spot on. None of that has been hit or touched or damaged. It is literally just the outside point on here, there, and a little bit of buckling. So yeah, I'm just assuming that when he starts to pull it back and put it back into shape, the buckling will sort of go back into its position. So I don't think it's absolutely no point taking any of this inside out off, I've got to be honest. So I'm going to leave it, and if he needs to take it off, then he will. But I think it's a waste of time. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it as it is. But I have taken the lights off both sides to get the bumper off. Obviously crash bar has not been hit because it's just this top corner where it got hit. So it's really minimal, isn't it? Really, believe it or not, that looks quite serious, but it's not. It really isn't, because like none of this part has been hit or damaged or dented or twisted or nothing like that. It's just literally this part here on the outside. So I'm sure I had to take off the trim as well. See the plastic trim that sits there. I'll show on this side. So this one here, I had to take that off. You have to drill out the pop rivets, and then you can re-pop rivet it back. It's not damaged because I've checked it over. So that could just go straight back on with some new pop rivets. And then, so he can easily get, obviously all these bits and pieces he would probably do himself, but the more I can do, the less it's going to cost me at the body shop to get done. So I think that's as far as I'm going to take it. Pretty quick, got to be honest, quick strip down. Obviously I'm going to put the lights back in place, and just to make sure that they go with the car and he can use them to line them up, and the bumper's got to go with it. The bumper, again, it just needs a little tidy up on the corner, but again, that it isn't actually damaged on the actual bracket here. So yeah, again, that's reusable. A little bit of repair, and then it's going to get painted. The bumper and obviously the quarter as well is going to get painted, because yeah, it's a bit scuffy, and I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of filler somewhere on this car. Probably towards the back corner here, I think there's going to be a little bit of filler. Maybe you can't get it out, I don't know, but I'm just guessing. So yeah, all we can do now, guys, is work on the front end. So I'm going to spin it round, and we are going to jump on the engine side of this car. This actual car needs two back wheels, tyres as well. Not wheels, the tyres. Two new back tyres have got to be done. So I've just been noticing bits and pieces, but everything else seems to be okay. The actual springs are not broken. I'm always checking those springs. Is that one broken? Nope. I thought it was for a minute. So I'm always checking springs, shock absorbers, stuff like that, just making sure that it's running freely and the handbrakes work and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, I've got to be honest. I thought it was going to be a little bit worse, a little bit more sort of damage, but it isn't. Really, really minimal. So there we go. That is the rear of this car ready to go to the body shop. So let me spin it round, and we're going to make a straight on with the engine side of this now. I've got a Dayco timing belt kit for this one. It's right here. It's been sitting here for about a week and a bit now, so I've got it ordered. So we're going to fit Dayco timing belt and water pump kit on this. Obviously a service, and we're going to be doing the clutch, but I'm probably going to just be jump straight on to the timing belt kit. Let's get that done, and then we can move on to doing the clutch. I don't think I'm going to take the engine out of this one. I'm just going to leave it as is. We'll work it out with the engine in the car. So yeah, bear with me. I'll spin it round. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, I've made a start. We've still got loads of stripping down to do, I've got to be honest, because it's just easier if the front end is completely off. So I'm going to check to make sure that there's no air conditioning in the system. If there is, I'm going to get the mechanic at the end just to get his machine over here, pull it out, so that's out of the way. And then I'm going to completely remove the front end on this car. It's just easier with the gearbox, has to come down, and it's got to be done. So, yeah, that is what we're going to do. Take the bumper off, the lights have got to come off, the front slam panel, rad pack, it's all kind of come off. But I just want to quickly show you with the timing belt, because let me just show you. So you can see, I've zoomed it right in so you can see. So first of all, that is the original belt from the factory. Oh, I can't get my camera, that's it. It's the original belt from the factory because you've got those markings just there. And that is the logo for the original belt markings from the factory. And also, look at the cracks that started to appear on the actual belt itself. So this had to be done. This is definitely due. So yeah, you know, you can see that the cracks are just starting to come through. Look at that one there, look. Hold on. That one there. So yeah, definitely worth doing this, guys. You know, without a shadow of a doubt, I just like, for me personally, it's just good news for both me and the new owner. Because personally, for me, I know that the belt's not going to snap. They ain't going to bring it back to me once I've sold it, and there's going to be an issue, and then I'm liable for another engine or a refund or whatever. I know if I do this, I'm covered. It takes that out of the equation, and for them, peace of mind that they can then drive the car away and that has been changed and that won't snap or have any problems with. So yeah, that is why I like doing them. And basically because of the age and the mileage, they need doing, like, regardless. The other thing I've found as well is that people sort of seem to want to just bodge things up. And I just can't get my head around it sometimes. I really can't understand why people would want to do like things like this. This is the breather system. Let me just get our torch sorted out. So the box sits on top of here with the air box like this. And then you've got these two pipes here and this one here that goes into to the actual back of the box. And look what someone's done. They've just put a screw. It's obviously broken, and they've just put a screw inside the actual pipe to block it off. But that's not solved the problem. Obviously, there's it's broken, and then you can see that the amount of oil that's all over here, all over. This is the throttle body. Look at it all in there. So what's happened is the oil's been thrown, you know, around the system, and that's why there's oil all over here. So, but what someone's done there is completely wrong. Look at that. So that's got to come out. And then I'm going to go over and grab another one of these back boxes. But you can see where it's cut off here, split, broken. Very, very common. Very, very common issue with these engines. These Fiat 1.2 petrol engines. Very, very common issue. Happens all the time. Seen it a couple of times. That's why I like to take them off, check them. Every time I take the airbox off, and I take it off to actually change the filter, the air filter that goes in the airbox. That's why I do it. But whilst I undo it, I'm checking to make sure that those two pipes are correct in position and they are not broken every time. And on this case, it is, and we need to deal with it. So it's not the end of the world. It's only the back of the box, not the front. I can't replace the front because it's got Ford written on the front of it. So that's got to go onto the other one. But they all fit the same. The Fiat 500s and the KAs, they all fit the same back box. So yeah, breakers, it's gonna be peanuts. As long as it's not broken, it's gonna be not a lot of money really to replace that. So that's what I'm gonna do. So it's just another thing I've got to sort out. But I've got to sort it out. I can't leave it like that. I'd never do that. No, I'd absolutely never do that kind of thing. You have to put things right, repairs things, replace things if you have to, and that's what it is. That's what it. At the end of the day, you've got to look after these vehicles, and if someone's obviously not looking after it, are they? By doing that. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my little rant towards the previous owner. But not everyone's mechanically minded or has got the work ethic in to sort stuff out and have the ability to deal with it. You either take it to a mechanic or you don't, and it's just one of them things. So let's get set up. Let's get cracking. I'll go and speak to the guy to see if he can pull this aircon out quickly. Once he's done that, then we're going to continue stripping out the headlights, the bumper, the rad pack, the slam panel. Get it all off, and then we can start moving along with the timing belt and the water pump. Once this end's done, put all that back together. Then we're going to jump onto this end and strip all this out, get the battery tray, get it all removed, get everything off, and then start removing that gearbox. So yeah, a lot of work, guys. Still loads of stuff to do, but let's get on with it. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay. So, guys, I was just thinking about actually what I've already done today is madness. It's only 10:30. Just gone past midday. And I've already taken the C3 to the paint shop, picked up a new project with my trailer at Rochford, come back, taken apart the rear end of this car to have a look at that and get that assessed and have a look at that. And now, taking the complete front end off this car and started to do the timing belt. I've marked it all up. You can see there's a little mark at the top there on the top piece. I've locked up the bottom one here. You can see that's my locking plate there. I've removed the oil, drained that, took off the oil filter. That's been removed. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, it just flows. You know, one thing after the next. And I just know. I've done so many of these. Fiat 500s, KAs, even the Fiestas. It's just bang, bang, bang. It just goes so quick what you're able to do. Some people, if they're doing this on their driveway, they just can only do, you know, the really, really bare minimum because they haven't got a lift like me. They're not in a workshop. My tools are just here. I know exactly what tools are for what. I come over to him on my bench. I grab each individual thing. I know where it goes. I know what to undo, and I know what I need. It's just, yeah. So it just amazes me. Honestly, it just amazes me myself what I actually can do and what I can get done in a short amount of time. This is still this is just the 1 day. This what you're seeing now is just 1 day's work for me. Plus, like I said, I've been to the paint shop. I've been to Copart as well with my trailer. I've picked up another vehicle. I've brought that back. If you follow me on Instagram, guys, you will be able to see that new project on the back of the trailer. I took a picture and stuck it on Instagram and Facebook. So if you have Facebook or Instagram, you can see that on the trailer. But I'll be showing everyone else, and we'll do a walk around video on the new project on Saturday's video. But yeah, let's get cracking, guys. Let's continue. I'm going to put the plug back underneath the sump, and then I'm going to lower the car, jack it up with a bit of timber underneath the sump, and then we're going to, so that the engine's supported, and then we're going to start removing all these bolts for the engine mount, so we can actually get the belt off and get to the water pump, which is there. So that's got to be replaced as well. So let's continue, because we've still got loads of time left, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot done in this video. So let's carry on, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, making some great progress on this one. As you can see, new timing belt, new water pump, new tensioner, and all been tensioned up, and nothing's moved as well, so my points are still exactly where they should be. The locking tool is still on the bottom, so that's not going to move, but crucially, it needs to be tight this side, and then on point there. And then you tension it up with the tensioner to take the slack out of the left-hand side, not the right-hand side. But yeah, great progress. Now, it basically can be put all back together, that end. I have taken off the throttle body, which was here. It needs a good clean up. There's oil everywhere because of that pipe was capped off. I've actually took the pipe off as well. That's over here. That's the throttle body. As you can see, it just needs a good clean up around there. And all that is because of this pipe and that capped off there. probably, I'm wrong saying that. It was probably done like it broke, and then the oil started kicking over everywhere. So someone's found that, and then just capped that off, and then it's probably stopped. But it's not helping the engine, because that is a breather pipe that's connected to the airbox that goes round to the back of the engine. So it's important, and it needs to work correctly for the engine to work correctly. So yeah, I'm going to clean it all up, clean up that bit, clean up the throttle body, put that back on, tighten that back up, do this side, put all that back on, put the engine mount back in place, and then move on. So yeah, let's now do the reverse and put it all back together, this end. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, so made some great progress on this one. This side is all back together. As you can see, it's all been put back together. Everything's been done up tight, apart from the auxiliary belt, which I haven't got. So I'm going to have to wait for that one. But these are the two belts, the timing belt and the auxiliary belt. Obviously the timing belt, Look at that. Them cracks. So, God, look at that, look. That didn't have much time left on that belt, I've got to be honest. Look at that. I know I'm squeezing it, so it's probably making it look a bit worse than what it is. But that's not good. So definitely worth changing that. Now, for me, peace of mind, and for the owner, peace of mind for them as well. But this is the this is the auxiliary belt, and you can see how cracked up this is as well, quite bad. And again, this is the original one at the factory, so it was definitely time to change. And they're not a lot of money, these. Lancia is what it is, Lancia, which is part of the Fiat group, I think. But yeah, so I'm just waiting for the auxiliary belt for that one, which again, I'm going to get a Daco auxiliary belt for that side. And then, you know, little bits and pieces. I've done the throttle body housing. That's all cleaned up now. Put that back in place, and I've put the pipe in place as well without the screw and the little bit of plastic. And then once I get the other one, the new one I'm going to get, just going to pop it in place, and then that should be done. But I'm just working on the gearbox now, really, just removing bits and pieces. Already done this side drive shaft, so that's done. Just got to do this side and get it off, just pop it out. But I just wanted to quickly show you this. Look at the state of that. That is leaking gearbox oil. Not on this side. Driver's side seems to be okay. Seems to be quite clean, look. No issues there whatsoever. But this side, definitely leaking from the drive shaft gearbox oil seal. So we'll be definitely cleaning it off and replace. I might as well replace both sides whilst I'm doing it. I know they're not a lot of money, guys. They're like £10 each. So let's just replace both sides when we take the gearbox out. And then I know, and the new owner knows, it's done and no issues. So yeah, we're getting there. I've taken this lower support arm out of the way because that helps. I've got to be honest. I'm going to keep this one here because it doesn't need to take it off. But this one I did because of obviously getting past the gearbox here. So that's definitely worth removing. So get the drive shaft out and then just start undoing the bell housing bolts. I've got to be honest, take the battery out, the battery tray, all those kind of bits and pieces. Just do as much as I can today. Let's see what we get done. But for the moment, guys, let's continue and stripping this down. So yeah, but great progress already on this car. I'm really happy with it. Just flowing, it's really nice. So let's continue. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, there we go. I've run out of time. That's all I've had to do today, but what a monster of a day it's been. We've got absolute loads done today, like I said earlier, as well as dropping the Citroen C3, the white, to the paint shop, and me picking up a new project at Copart as well today with the trailer. So yeah, it just shows you, it just shows me exactly how much I can actually get done. We've done the rear end of this one. We've taken all that off, got that ready for the body shop. We've now completely taken off the front end, done the timing belt, done the water pump, sorted that out. We've sorted out the throttle body as well. We've sorted all that, cleaned all that up, got all that ready, dropped the oil, ready for fresh oil to go in. I haven't got that yet, so I can't put it in yet, and I haven't got the oil filter either, so we can't put them in, but it's ready to go in once I get it. I think tomorrow probably I'm going to get them. And then obviously now we're close for the gearbox to come down as well. Both drive shafts are out as well now, and I've emptied the gearbox oil. That's down there. I have to put it by the door because it absolutely stinks, that gearbox oil. I'm changing it anyway. I'm putting nice new fresh gearbox oil in. Why wouldn't you? If you're doing this, I always put new gearbox oil in if I'm doing clutches or anything like that and putting gearboxes on. So yeah, absolute mammoth day today. So hopefully tomorrow we can get all this done. And I mean, gearbox out, clutch in, gearbox back in place, all back together, front end on and running. So yeah, it should be okay. But yeah, absolute crazy day today, guys. Done absolutely loads, but you can actually tell, exactly what can be done in a day. And this is only the first day I've worked on this car. Yeah, I've not started this one yet. So tomorrow so it's only took me 2 days to get the obviously mechanical side of it done and the rear end stripped. So yeah, but as I said, guys, I've run out of time. That is it. That's the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed watching me do this, because I've really, really enjoyed today. I really have. Just get stuck in and then just get cracking with it. Like I said, I could have took the engine out, but it's been all right. I think I've done all right so far. Yeah. So key tomorrow, guys, is get that gearbox out, clutch, and then get it all finished off. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop me a comment, give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next one. Take care. See you soon.